Hello guys. Um, you know, after last night of me doing that video, telling you guys what happened, I thought about it, and I'm thinking about getting a hold of YouTube. I still might, uh, in case I, actually feel like getting my stuff back. I don't, I'm still, right now I'm just, kind of thinking about it. But I'm just gonna redo my Gamofobia um, episodes, my one and two. If any of you guys have been on my channel, kind of watching, so I'm gonna read them and try to make them more interesting and fun. So you guys should know what I'm talking about if you've seen my other episode one. I'm actually going to be talking about Star Wars Obi-Wan again. You know, the game basically had its own little synthetive, I guess. Coming out and trying to be its own game. There's been a rehash of the movie, probably. Oh my god, just a few times. It had, maybe the race, um, the pod racing. I have that game. There's been, for PlayStation, there's been Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, something like that. Um, excuse me. I've been up all night because I've been thinking about everything. Um, but as you guys know, the game basically, if you guys do know, I don't know any of you, so the game was released in 2001, and it was brought out as just an adventure of Obi-Wan. It wasn't really the rehash of the movie, even though there are some levels that actually come from the movie. Some of them have actually been changed around a little bit to actually be more interesting and be a little different. Some are basically exactly the same, just with some twists. Um, yeah, you know, they try to make it very fun, and it's a long game. It really is. It's a long game, and it can get hard. But if you are the right gamer, you can basically get through this game. And the thing was, I think that this game failed back when it was released. It failed as a whole game, which I was probably the only one that bought it. To be honest with you, I know there's probably some people out there that said, "Oh my God, Star Wars Obi-Wan," they played it and they liked it. If any of you guys like the Force Unleashed series, which basically I think is what this came from, you should play this game. The difference between this game and Force Unleashed, this game actually has multiplayer. You can actually play head to head with four, three of your friends, you know, and you can beat the fuck out of each other with lightsabers. I mean, it's pretty cool. You sit down you just sit down and enjoy a game. It's basically all you have to do. You know, it makes, I guess, a whole difference on the how many players you can play this game with. And plus the story. The story is so fun. I mean, I played the story of Force Unleashed. Yeah, there's a difference between this and Force Unleashed. In story too, you play as Darth Vader, which in that game, And here's a little something for you guys. If you guys are Star Wars fans, I know you probably some don't care, but if you're watching this, then you should care enough, anyways. Star Killer, which is actually the guy's name. If you guys have ever noticed, like if you guys have ever watched the bonus minerals of the trilogy DVDs, I don't know if you guys ever have. If you have, you would know that Luke Skywalker's original name back in the early 70s, if I can speak, was Luke Starkiller, and basically they took that name and basically gave it to someone new, and which is actually pretty nice. But then that means that they actually couldn't come up with anything else. They decided, oh, we have Starkiller, why don't we just use that? Um, so that's a little trivia there for you if you guys haven't noticed. But yeah, this game, it was released for other systems too, but this is the only system I see it for. I know it's for like PC. I think it's for PS2. I think. I don't really know. Usually games that even say only for Xbox are usually on PC as well. Kind of like the Halo games, some of them. Um, Apologize. I've been up since last night. I was up all night. I went to bed probably about 7. Um, right now it's probably about like 1 o'clock or a little after. But this game actually has a rehash of a lot of movie oriented stuff. There's an unlockable side of this. You unlock all the characters in multiplayer, even Dark Maul. So if anybody likes Dark Maul, you can beat the crap out of everybody with lightsaber. And then there's a really awesome mode which I will show you guys probably at some point. It's where you actually play any Jedi you want to. No, actually, you don't play any Jedi you want to. You don't play as Obi-Wan. But you go into an arena and you just beat the fuck out of. It's like a Royal Rumble basically, but with Jedis. You beat the fuck out of every Jedi, and it's actually quite fun because if you play the game, you know that there's a lot of training sessions where you actually fight different Jedis and get better and get better and get better. And it gets really hard when you get up to Mace Windu, and then it gets up to the ultra hard where it gets up to Darth Maul, which I had a lot of problem with. If you guys don't notice, this is actually going to be probably my next playthrough. I might do double Star Wars games in a row. You never know, because a year after this game, Bounty Hunter came out, and people were like, Bounty Hunter, and then shortly after Bounty Hunter, there was, I think, Clone Wars, and then there was the movie that came out, and basically the movie, which I saw about 5 times in theaters because it was so good, uh, you know, um, Christian Hayden and Ern McGregor and all those great people got to play in that movie, and we got to play in 3 too, but 3 all I wanted to know is how he turned into Darth Vader. That's all I wanted to know, but I like 2 the most so far, which is pretty cool. Um, Damn. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So this is all I have to say about this game. The reason I would buy it, and the reason you guys probably stayed away from it, is probably not the most excited game, which I don't know why. Um, Now it's old, so probably no one's ever gonna play this game, probably except me as a playthrough, rehashing old games. But I would love people to go out to some store. If you guys have any stores with old games, go out there and buy, or go out there and look for this game and play it. It's really good, or you can just wait till my playthrough, and you can actually watch it then. So I'm Truck Driver 2. This is Gamofobia. I'll see you guys later. Comment, watch, and subscribe.